Hello and welcome to See If It Sticks, the news that sticks. Are we going to do the beebity beebs?
So I was watching Dan, he was choking.
You choking on your vape?
Yeah, a little bit.
Were you trying to laugh or something?
I took a very long inhale during the intro to get some nicotine into my system, and on the way out, it caught a little bit of saliva or something.
Lovely.
And I was watching him to see if he was going to blow or not, because he was kind of holding a coughing going like this.
It's one of those things where, like if you sometimes you take a really deep breath in or out, and it's like you get a little sort of like tickle at the back of your throat.
Yeah.
Right.
It was like that. Yeah.
I see. Well, I'm Tom.
I'm Ross.
And I'm Dan.
Hello. Welcome. This is the shorter episode where we take a piece of news and try and riff off that, trying to find solutions for problems that probably aren't really problems. So, the news story we're doing today is from a different source.
No way. It's not from the Metro.
Is it just as credible as the
It's
Metro?
from Sky News, so yes.
Yes.
Okay.
If anything, less credible than Metro.
Yes. So, the headline is, Foreign Office's Palmerston is Mouser-in-Chief as Larry catnaps.
That is a very elaborate, nondescript.
Yeah. So, are you intrigued?
You just said a lot while saying absolutely nothing at the same time.
Yes. Well, I'll explain to you by reading.
I heard
That
the word
sounds that sounds quite a
mouster.
bit like Sky News.
Yes.
Yeah.
While Larry, the number 10 cat, hogs the media limelight, it is the Foreign Office's feline that has been hard at work. Palmerston, which they don't explain, is the Foreign Office's cat. This is already bad writing.
Sky News,
They're
mate.
giving the intern to do this one.
Yeah.
Here,
Has
this
been busy
is a load of
keeping the
shit. You
rodent
write it.
population at bay, catching at least 27 mice since arriving in Whitehall in 2016. And that's official. The figure comes from documents released under the Freedom of Information Act.
So they record this. Someone's job is to record the amount of mice that it's caught.
This is where your taxpayer money goes.
Yeah.
But those who look after the black and white cat, named after former Foreign Secretary and two-time Prime Minister Viscount Palmerston, have no doubt that the number is an underestimate.
Oh.
See, it's some of that civil service inefficiency we've heard all about.
They can't even accurately
Count the number
count
of
the
dead
number of
mice.
dead mice in the Foreign
The
Office.
recorded figures only include officially documented sightings of the cat catching a mouse, and so is likely to be far higher.
So what if
So-
they just find a dead mouse? Is that counted as a
Well,
kill?
I suppose if you see like claw marks or bite marks, but cats tend to either devour them or leave them.
Oh, they eat them.
Well,
Yeah.
Do they?
I always thought mice just kind
I've
of
seen
nibbled
a
on them and
cat
brought them
eat
to
a
you.
mouse. I've also seen a cat leave it by the door.
Yeah.
So,
I've only seen cats grab mice, toy around with them for a little while, and then just sort of accidentally kill them and then lose interest.
any of those three.
Right.
Horrible bastards, aren't they?
Here's a
I
picture
love
of
cats.
Here's a picture of Larry and Palmerston. Palmerston is the black and white one. Larry is the number 10 cat. He's the tabby and white.
That's a nice
Yeah.
pair of cats. You're gonna have to describe what you see for the listeners, though.
So Palmerston's looking over his shoulder, as in like "fuck you," while
He's not doing the old blue steel, is he?
Yeah, he is. He is a little bit. While Larry is walking past, looking swanky. It says reports of a feud between Larry and Palmerston have not yet been confirmed, but it looks like it.
But some
Just a
taxpayer money is
professional
going into it for you to find out.
So Palmerston arrived from Whitehall from Battersea Dogs and Cats Home in 2016. Good to see they're rescuing cats.
That is
instead of
nice. Yeah.
Buying some sort of.
They've got a massive cat section over there.
Yeah, they do. Well, a lot of people
So
get rid of their cats.
what they've saved on not buying a kitten brand new.
Yeah,
they've managed to spend.
Brand new with VIN numbers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, they've managed to spend on having some numpty count the number of mice that it's caught.
Pretty much.
But they're not free from Battersea. My dog came from Battersea. She was 160 quid.
You got done, mate.
Yeah, well, no, to be honest,
It's a suggested donation.
it is a suggested donation, yeah, and they offered her to us for free because she's broken. So she's damaged.
Did you actually go
Pre-open
into
packaging.
Did you actually go into Battersea, or was it some bloke selling dogs at the back of a car in the car park?
And he had
of
Battersea written on the side of the van in
with
felt tip.
backwards ease on like a hand painted sign.
Yes. Was it spray taped?
Yeah.
Spray painted.
Yeah, it was, yeah.
He lives in the shadow of Larry, but
He lives in the shower.
Shower.
He lives in the shower
The
of
Foreign
Prime
Office.
Minister.
a foreign officer, a foreign minister, Boris Johnson. No, but while the tabby and white feline is often seen leisurely strolling along Downing Street, basking in the spotlight, Palmerston has been the most lethal. Blimey.
Is he like the SAS cat?
He's obviously
You only see him when he's
the
killing.
special cat.
Special ops.
Special ops. Some cabinet observers believe there is a feud between the two cats, but the reports have not been officially confirmed. You already said that in a picture up. Oh. This is a terribly written article. The FCO said it does not keep an accurate figure for the amount of mice caught by Palmerston.
Why?
The PUS's Permanent Undersecretary Sir Simon MacDonald's office do receive reported sightings of Palmerston catching mice. So far, since Palmerston arrival in April 2016, this figure is at 27. Once again, you're repeating information that does not need to be repeated.
Is there a guy that specifically deals with these countings, or do you think there's like an Excel spreadsheet on the local server?
I think one of the guys in the office, they go, "Oh, he's caught another cat, another mouse again." He goes, "And that's another one."
Yeah,
you know, like
someone walks past, and goes, "Fucking cat!"
That's
carrying a dead mouse out.
That's taking out space on the government servers, though. Surely, so just them having. That
here's an important piece of information.
I'm sure that's not the biggest, fucking, most useless piece of information on there, Dan.
The Freedom of Information request also reveals that Palmerston is typically, but not exclusively, fed whiskers. The FCO said it could not provide financial details of Palmerston's care, but it added the bill was met voluntarily by staff.
Okay. I'm feeling better about this now.
There you go. So that's an odd article. It's not an article I thought I'd see in my lifetime.
No.
There's a little note. There's a little note on the bottom of the spreadsheet that says, "Don't feed it anything other than whiskers. It gives it gas."
Well, whiskers isn't it the cat equivalent of like pedigree chum?
Yeah, so it's shit.
Sort of cheapish.
Yeah.
I don't know. I didn't think it was too cheap.
Sorry, I was flicking something there.
Yes, it's going to be all coming out in my microphone.
Yeah, sorry.
Yeah, I don't think Whiskers is too cheap. It's not. It's not like Sheba or Caesar.
It's not like Sheba or Caesar. Although I think they're both quite bad as well, Sheba and Caesar.
Are they?
Yeah.
What are you supposed to feed a cat then?
Well, you've got lots of. There's a lot of sort of.
You need minimal preservatives.
Minimal preservatives.
That's what's
Nature's Own is a good brand for.
There are websites for it, Dan. There is a website that I go on to. I can't think of the name of it, but it's like comparing dog food. So you tell it what breed you've got, and it tells you what best food is best for it. Yeah. And then what you can do is then if you find a certain food, it will tell you how many stars it's got, and it will also highlight the bad ingredients.
That's great news, Ross, but we're talking about cats. Did you just put in...
I'm just saying, like...
You just pretend...
I imagine there's a similar reason for cats.
I
don't live in the world of cat.
You put in a small dog.
Yeah.
That's probably about right.
Yeah. I imagine there's similar reasons.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm thinking there's a parallel universe of cat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I'm sure there is.
Anyway.
It sounds expensive.
The good stuff is expensive. My dog, for a 12 kilo bag, is £42.
That doesn't sound too bad but I can imagine your dog eats quite a bit.
Yeah,
what do you feed her?
We feed her... Oh, fuck. I know what it looks like. It's grain-free. It's from Pets at Home. I think it's called Wainwright's.
Oh, yeah.
Grain-free, fish and potato.
All our dogs have been fed on working dog food from the local garden centre.
That's good.
It's nondescript, non-branded working dog food. And they have always been very, very healthy.
Yeah.
And lived to ripe old ages.
We when I did have a cat when I was a kid, we used to feed it Whiskers, and he lived quite long. I think he was about...
In excruciating agony.
About 14...
It's quite young for a cat.
15, no, it's not.
On average, cats live to about 18, 19.
No, they don't, because that's like 90-something in human years.
No, they do.
No, they fucking don't. I know. I've had a fucking cat. How many cats have you got?
I've had one. I'm around a lot of people that own cats now. Most of their cats have lived beyond 20.
Well, I'm telling you now, you're talking shit, bruv.
You remember Milo? From the place I used to live? Yeah, 18 now.
Get fucked.
I don't know anything about cats. I think she's exceptionally old because she's fueled by Satan.
Yeah,
so I think
I'm currently house sitting with a 19-year-old cat in it. He can barely get around. It ain't healthy.
He's a big old cat, though, isn't he? He's a big old cat.
Average age of cats in Australia. That's random.
They don't live as long because of the spiders.
Dingoes, mate.
Yeah. 4 to 5 years in the wild.
Oh, right. Okay. Well, we're surpassing that with Whiskers.
17 years.
17 years, yeah.
Still,
it's in between both of you. They're literally in between the answer that both of you gave.
Yeah.
So they can live to a ripe old age.
We had to put ours down, though. He didn't die of natural causes. We had to get put down.
Oh, what happened to him?
Cancer. Couldn't afford the treatment, mate.
That's a lot of money.
Yeah.
For a cat.
My dog needs some new hips at some point. Apparently
really?
about 10 grand each.
All large dogs need new hips
Get,
at some point.
get him out with Nan when she goes.
Yeah, she's gonna get a nice little trolley. That's what she's gonna get. A little squeaky trolley. So she.
You don't want to do that. You want to pay out for that shit. My uncle's dog.
Just make it out.
hips.
Ross's dog's big enough that you could probably just repurpose a wheelbarrow.
Yeah.
Yeah, like it just because its hips didn't work anymore. Every time it woofed, it pooped.
She already does that.
Which is
I do that.
which is like funny in one sense, but also it's very sad in another.
It doesn't matter.
So you come to the door and be like, whoa, 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 just little nuggets will just be like flying out.
like a Pez dispenser.
Yeah.
A really shitty Pez dispenser.
Yeah.
That's not a Pez dispenser that I would buy for a child.
No.
Our dog already does that. If she jumps up at the window, so if she's upright and she's barking at something, a little nugget will fall out, and then she gets scared because a nugget fell out.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I do the same thing. If I'm just in just the right position and I make a loud noise, I poop too.
You at least have to suck it back in. Little turtle head.
Sorry about my low shutter speed.
Oh dear.
Oh, sphincters. Right. Anyway.
Do we have anything to do with?
Well, how long are we going?
We've only been going 11 minutes. Most of that was talking about the age of cats.
That's about right.
and slagging off dog food.
No, we fed him Whiskers, and he was perfectly healthy up until the cancer.
Yeah. But what caused the cancer?
As you say, until the Whiskers gave him cancer.
We used to get him. We used to get him the fancy stuff at Christmas. Put it in a little stocking for him.
Oh yeah. My dog's not allowed fancy stuff for Christmas anymore.
I get them pig's ears every now and again, and
not allowed.
And yeah, she does stink afterwards, so I probably should stop.
He just gets very possessive, and because of the other dog in the house, he tends to strike out the other dog.
Yeah,
who is the meekest,
most
nervous hound known to man.
Well, we're lucky in that the possessive dog is the weak dog. So the one who's got the food issues is the weak dog. So even though he really wants to take her food, he wouldn't fucking dare. So he stays well back. He waits for her to walk away from it, and then he goes in and checks that she hasn't left anything.
As it should be, I suppose.
Yeah, because she will fucking bite him if he goes anywhere near her. Yeah. Yeah, what do you want to do with that story then, Dom?
Do we have anything to do? Or we just talking about
it was just a fun story.
Oh, right, okay.
All right.
We don't always have to go on a crusade of justice.
No.
But how else is justice going to be served?
There's no
Cold?
justice to be served.
Oh, no, that's not right. That's not the right saying.
Oh, and revenge is a dish.
Revenge. Haha, revenge.
Blancmange.
Revanche.
Yeah, blancmange is served cold as well, isn't it? Yeah.
Blancmange normally is served
But
cold,
you
yeah.
cook it warm.
Do you?
Yes,
Yeah.
you have to boil it.
It's quite runny, isn't it?
Yeah, like jelly. It's
Yeah.
basically
It's got gelatin in
It's
it.
basically jelly custard.
Yeah.
I do like a blancmange.
You know what
Do
I
you?
haven't had in ages, and it's like one of my favourite things. Angel Delight. Butterscotch flavour.
Oh, butterscotch
Really?
angel delight, mate. Yeah.
You know, I might fucking buy some on the way home just so I can have some
No, it
tonight.
only takes like 15 minutes to make.
I bet it's. I can imagine that it's full of crap, but
Sugar, isn't it?
I do like Angel
fucking,
Delight.
It's just sugar and shit, isn't it? But
Yeah.
and fat. But
Now I want some angel delight.
I'm going to get some butterscotch Angel Delight.
Sugar and sort of like custard powder, isn't it?
Probably.
It's basically that. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like a mousse powder thing.
Still better than Whiskers.
Yes, Ross died at 15 in cat years.
Yeah. Angel
Damn,
Delight
cat
death.
Killer whore.
Oh, Benson was alright on his Whiskers.
Benson.
Yeah.
Benson and Edges.
Oh, you should have had a second one and called it Edges.
Or what if out when he was in a hedge? Look, Benson and Edges.
Hey!
My cat was legendary for having a fight with a Labrador, a fully grown Labrador in our back garden and winning.
Oh, cats generally do because they fucking go for the eyes.
Oh, mate, he was mental.
They're vicious.
Dad had to separate him with a cricket bat.
Yeah.
I've watched Jem's cat beat up a fox.
A fox.
Yeah.
They're basically like cat dogs.
Yeah, it was insane because I saw this
It's a
fox
hybrid.
going towards her and I went, Ollie, watch out! Like that. And you just saw, and she's 16. She's not a young cat. And she just went,
She's got experience on her side.
sort of did this slow turn and saw this fox creeping up on her. And I've never seen something move so fast. She just went, wah! With her hands in the air.
Did it do the thing with the claw? It goes bam, 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 bam. Really
And
quick.
literally, it was one side each. Bam, 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 bam. and just sort of sped up. And this fox was just like, fuck!
My eyes, they're hanging out of my face.
Yeah, pretty much. And it just ran away, pissing blood out of its face.
Yeah.
I had to clean the cat up afterwards because she was covered in fox blood.
Should have saved it, drank it, become one with the fox.
Rabies.
Yeah, so I don't think fox blood's the one you want to be drinking.
No. Wolf blood.
Wolf blood, that's
You get
different.
rabies from blood? I don't know.
Well, I mean, I think it's given over in fluids because you get it from bites, don't you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a virus, so I imagine it can be
Yeah, I can
carried through the
imagine so,
blood.
yeah.
You certainly get tetanus,
Yeah.
if not.
Don't you think that's such an intelligent virus, though? It's a great idea.
What, rabies?
Well, if you were a virus, yeah, that's the best way to spread yourself, isn't it? Like, turn the
Turn the host rabid.
host
Yeah.
crazy and makes
And
it want to
bitey.
bite people. And then
No. Rabid dogs are friendly.
They're not.
Yes, they are.
Have you not
Rabid
seen
dog-
Cujo?
They bite people.
Oh my god, yes. Okay, so here's a bit of schooling for you. Rabid dogs, say you go somewhere where there's a large stray dog problem, say like India, like Delhi or something. There's quite a lot of stray and rabid dogs. They normally a dog's first instinct when it's stray is to run away from you. But if you have a dog that comes towards you slowly and just seems pretty friendly, generally they're rabid, because then they come up to you and you'll go towards them. They'll look friendly, you'll go towards them, and then they'll bite you.
Isn't that what we were saying?
No, you were
They
saying
bite
they're
you.
like foaming at the mouth, really mega aggressive, but they come across quite meek. But because it's like a bit of a soporific effect,
Yeah.
rabies, it sort of
And
takes
they
over
all of a
their
sudden
brain.
realise that they're near a human
Then
and
makes
then
them
lash out.
friendlier.
They do foam at the mouth and bite you, though.
Yeah, but they don't always foam. It's the late stages of the rabies that they start foaming at the mouth.
But the virus makes them bite people.
Yeah,
That's
the
what
virus
I was-
does make them bite people, but they come towards you slowly and like all friendly.
Sneaky.
Yeah.
Sneaky rabies. So either one of you could have rabies.
Everything I've learnt was from Cujo,
Yeah.
and he was angry. He was an
He
angry
was a
Rottweiler.
bad boy.
Was he a Rottweiler? He was, wasn't he?
Or like some sort of mastiff.
Yeah, he was something like that, wasn't he? He was
Yeah.
big and foamy at the mouth, and he was trying to get in the car.
Never watched it.
Don't watch it.
He was a bad boy.
He was a very
He
bad
didn't go where
boy.
good boys go.
There was a rabid dog in To Kill a Mockingbird.
Yes.
I remember that.
And then Old Yeller, he was rabid.
Yeah.
Was he?
Yeah, that's why you had to kill him.
I've never watched Old Yeller either.
Yeah, well, that's
I
why.
didn't watch a lot of dog programming when I was a kid. Lassie.
No Lassie.
No, not really.
What about
No.
Skippy, the bush kangaroo?
That was basically
Australian
that was
Lassie.
basically Lassie, but with a pouch.
What's that, Skip?
I remember Homeward Bound.
Yeah,
What about?
My mum cried every time when they came over the hill at the end.
Didn't really watch
Every
Homeward
time.
Bound either.
they were talking dogs,
I really
and that.
didn't. I really didn't watch a lot of dog programming.
Obviously, we had
animal-related program.
we had
What's the other
dogs
one?
our whole life. so-
Beethoven. Didn't really watch that.
What?
Turner and Hooch?
Watch Turner and Hooch. Yeah,
Canine?
That's great. Yeah, watch Canine.
Canine's
yeah.
great. That's Turner and Hooch with a different ending.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then they did the one with the robot as well, didn't they? Which was Turner and Hooch with the robot.
Which one was that?
What was it
Short
called?
Circuit?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Circuit, yes.
Johnny Five is
Number
alive.
5 is alive, or is it Johnny 5 is alive?
Basically Turner and Hooch.
Your mother
with
is a
robot.
snowblower.
The 80s was much better for like...
All dogs
shit
go to
films.
heaven.
Yeah, but wasn't Short Circuit the one where the guy was white and they made him dark and talk like an Indian guy? That was that film,
Oh,
right?
yes, that is Short Circuit.
Yeah,
'Cause
they
what was
browned
that-
him up.
What's that?
It's mental.
That's been in something recently
Where someone discussed it.
where someone discussed
It might
it.
have been a podcast I listened to where someone mentioned
remember.
that. I'm sure that was that film. I remember being outraged at the idea
Oh,
that
no,
they...
it's in Master of None.
Oh, yeah.
It's in Master
Yeah,
of None.
he talks
because
about
he's
it, yeah.
discussing it with his Indian friend because it's all about being typically casted as, oh, hello, you know, the
Yeah.
taxi driver or something like that.
Yeah.
And they sort of talk about Short Circuit, and he's like, that guy is an Indian. He's like, oh my God, that was like my role model for Indian actors for ages. Yeah. Yeah.
That's where it came from.
Yeah.
Have you seen Master of None?
No.
Aziz Ansari.
Very good.
It's quite
Very
good.
good.
It's an odd one, but it's good.
Yeah, I
Okay.
like it.
Yeah. We've gone full circle with this.
We have, yeah.
We've jumped the shark to talking about Indian actors.
Yep. Yes, we have.
We started off talking about cats and somehow we got into Short Circuit.
Oh, you know, these things happen. Right then, if you want to get in contact to us, go to stickitpod.com. That's stickitpod.com. No spaces, no hyphens. Where you'll find all the links to all of our social media, where you can message us, tweet us, play with all our dangly bits that are our social media pages. Send us your problems, comments, complaints, congratulations, whatever you want to send, you can send it to us. Please send us a picture, send us some audio, even send us a video. We'd love to do a video request one day. No one's done it quite yet, I think.
Yeah, we've had
videos.
We've had a couple of video requests, and I'd like to do them again because I quite like them.
Yeah.
Remember, if you want to be old-fashioned, because it is old-fashioned now, email us at flingit@stickitpod.com. That is flingit@stickitpod.com. For this week, this has been the news that sticks. I've been Dom.
I've been Ross.
And I have been Dan.
95 is alive!